So my card chat today, I wanted to talk about hip dips, about thigh gap, about belly pooch, about healthy mindset. There's so many things I want to talk about, and these are things that I talk about with my clients, with other people that message me, talk to me, things like that. And I know like thigh gaps and hip dips are huge right now. Did you know that you can't change them? There's no magical workout to get rid of a little bit of belly pooch or thigh gap or hip dips because it is part of your anatomy and physiology. Your belly pooch is there, especially as a female, because we have uteruses. We need an extra layer of fat to protect our uterus and the thing that helps us to be able to have babies and do things like that. So we will always have a little bit of extra weight there because it is there to protect our vital organs and to protect our uterus. It is natural and normal to have one. Thigh gaps and hip dips, it is all your anatomy and physiology. It's going to be where your femur or your thigh bone connects to your hip bone. You can't change that. That is not something you can change. It is part of your genetics. And trying to kill yourself getting to attain these goals that you see is not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your mindset. It's going to do nothing for you striving to do something that you're never going to be able to attain. And that's why I, as a personal trainer and fitness junkie, hate that people are putting out like, oh, do this and you're going to have this, you're going to do this. You can't spot reduce fat. Yes, you can try and tone the muscle in that certain area. You can try and tone your glutes. You can try and tone your arms or whatever you're trying to do, but you can't spot reduce. Fat is going to come off where it wants, and you don't get to choose that if you're on a fat loss journey. Your most important thing is going to be your consistency, showing up and putting in your work, making it a habit and changing out for healthy lifestyles. There's so many people that come to me and they're like, I'm going to cut out carbs. And I'm like, no, what we're going to do is we're going to go on this tdee calculator and find out your base calories, your basal metabolic rate of calories. So I take all my clients on a tdee calculator. We figure out how many calories they're burning, how many calories they should be eating in a day. For me, it's like 2,060. My knees are popping. We find out how many calories, and I always start them on a moderate carb. So we have their protein at a good percentage, normally 30 to 35, and then we moderate carbs and protein or carbs and fats, and we see how they feel on them. Carbs are there to fuel you. They're not gonna turn into fat. It's eating over what you're burning in a day. It's a calorie deficit. That is the only way you're going to lose weight. So when people bulk and are eating more than what they're burning, they're going to gain some weight. Yes, they're gaining some muscle, but they're also gaining weight, which is why a lot of people bulk and then they also cut, or they have their maintenance calories to stay where they're at. So there's so many different factors, but coming to a trainer, and it breaks my heart when I see people coming to me and saying, oh, I need to drop down to 1,200 calories. And I'm like, no, that is not healthy or sustainable for anyone. Like cutting your calories, skipping meals, trying to chug water so that you're full is not healthy, and it's going to mess with your mindset. It's going to make you tired and fatigued, and just you're not going to want to do it. And that's why I like dieting to an extent, but I don't like calling it dieting. I don't like the diet culture, the diet lifestyle. I want something that is going to be sustainable for my clients. I want something that is going to be sustainable that you can have your whole life. That's why I like that tdee calculator, where you find out what your calories are. You find out what your percentages are for your macronutrients, for your proteins, your carbs, your fats. You can take those numbers and plug them into MyFitnessPal. That is something I show all my clients how to do. MyFitnessPal is great because as you're tracking, you're learning all the sneaky little things that you don't realize are adding up, like your salad dressings, your sauces, soy sauce, butter, cooking sprays, olive oils. Everything has caloric value. So learning how to be mindful about that and how to track. And I'm not saying just cut everything out. Like, I went and got a coffee today because I had a free points to get a free one. Did I go for the sugar-free syrup so I can get a little bit less sugar in my system? Yes. So it's just, if there's something you love, like, that's why I am very much into tracking, portioning, etc. And once you start to see what the portion sizes are, you can be a little bit more mindful, a little bit intuitive. But it's always good to track, to write down what you're eating, what you're fueling your body with, because that is what food is. It is fuel for your body to move well, to feel well. When you're eating good balanced foods, you're getting the protein, the carbs, and the whole foods, the fruits, the vegetables, whole wheat bread, sourdough, things like that. You're going to feel better than when you're eating cereal and Pop-Tarts and granola bars. And yes, those have a place. They are also food. Food is food, and it's fuel, and it's nutrition, and that's what it's for. If you want a Pop-Tart, eat a Pop-Tart. Like, I am all for one. Like, I get dessert 2 to 3 times a week. Someone gave me a Cold Stone gift card, bless their heart, yesterday, because they had found it. And since I live near one, they were like, we don't live near one. See if there's anything on this and enjoy it yourself. That's what I ate for dinner last night. I had Cold Stone ice cream. Yes, you can have your treats. It's not going to throw you off balance. One bad meal is not going to throw you off the barge wagon, just like one good meal isn't going to make you a fitness health guru. It is all about balance. If you want a Pop-Tart, cool, eat it, track it, and then adjust your calories for the day. Make sure you're getting your protein in so that you can have that muscle growth. Make sure you have your carbs in there so that you have energy to work out and feel sustained. Make sure you have your fats so you're satiated and feel full longer. Everything has a place in your diet. It all does. Everything does. If there's something you absolutely love and enjoy, please eat it. Because you're going to feel better. You're going to be happier. You're going to enjoy your journey. You're going to enjoy your process. Or find healthier substitutes for it. If you like sodas, get sparkling waters instead. Like, I love Walmart's brand. I think it's Clear American Strawberries and Cream bubbly water. It is one of my favorite things in the world, and I cut out soda for that. Or if I'm really craving a soda, I'll get a Coke Zero so there's less sugar if you don't mind sugar substitutes. But there are ways to find healthier alternatives and just to make yourself healthy. But the biggest thing for me was getting my clients to realize they don't have to cut their calories to nothing, that they could still have the foods they enjoy, that it's all about a journey of finding something that is sustainable and something that will last them a lifetime. You are teaching them how to be mindful. When you're working out every day and you're coming in when you don't feel like it, you are getting that consistency in your life. You teach yourself discipline by coming in when you don't want to. You're teaching yourself how to schedule, how to plan your meals. There's so many things that come from a benefit. And things like your sleep, determining how much sleep you have per night. If you're not sleeping well, you're not going to be training well because you're going to be already fatigued, you're already tired, you're trying to rely on coffee and energy drinks. I know everybody does that. Everybody is in such a culture that we always need to do more, sleep less, do more. But in reality, we need that rest so that we can recover. Your sleep is when your body is recovering those muscles. You need your water for hydration. Your body needs that water. And so there are so many factors: your sleep, your nutrition, making sure you're getting enough calories. I had a client who we got her calories, and she was like, I started tracking, I realized I wasn't eating enough. She goes, I started eating more calories and lost 3 pounds, but my muscle went up. And I was like, that is what it's all about. It's all about loving your body, loving the skin you're in, loving that journey. That is what this is about. And so I have such a passion and such a love for it, and helping people get that healthy mindset. Like, whenever I talk to my clients, I say, is there any exercises you hate that you don't want in a plan? Is there any injuries you've had? Like, we look for ankle mobility. We look at if they have a tight chest, on how we can open that chest up. Like, we look at mobility. We look at flexibility. We look at how we can move well and how we can continue this later on in life, because this is just to keep us healthy so that we have a happy life, so that we can enjoy ourselves. Like, I want every person that I train, that I come into contact with, to fall in love with working out and moving their body, whether it's using weights, whether it's Zumba, whether it's kickboxing, whatever it is you do to burn your calories and move your body well, that makes you happy and brings you joy. That's what you're going to do. Like, I love working out, and most people I train, we train your normal splits, your push, your pull, your legs, because that's where your muscle growth happens. But there's so many other ways. Like, I used to teach HIIT training, and I absolutely love HIIT training in boot camps too. That's how I started my fitness journey. So just enjoy your life. Learn to love the image in the mirror. Learn to love that journey and realize that it's gonna take a year or 2 or 3 or months or whatever it is to get that goal that you want. And you'll start seeing the results, but make sure you're feeding yourself well, that you're fueling yourself. Don't deprive yourself all the time, because that's when those binges happen. Yes, you don't need to be eating that stuff every day. Like, don't make a habit out of eating Pop-Tarts with a super huge sugary coffee or Diet Coke for breakfast or whatever it is. Eat well, move well, fuel well, but don't deprive yourself. Don't be like, I can't go out to dinner with my friends because I'm on a diet, because I can't eat what's on the menu. I can't eat the dessert. Go out and enjoy it. Just track it. If you fall off the wagon the next day, be like, it was an off day. Tomorrow's a new day. I get a restart. So getting your body well, you're healing yourself with whole foods, with fruits, with vegetables, with meats, like your chicken, your fish, your shrimp, your protein. Those are the things that are going to help you. And it's something I love, is seeing people realize they don't have to restrict themselves so much, that all this diet culture they see on Instagram and Facebook and all these workouts that are like, oh, 50 moves to cure your hip dips. Do this every day for the next 60 days. No, you are beautiful where you are and where you're at. You need to love where you're at and love the journey to get to where you want to be. And it really does come down to mindset. And you'll find once you're moving well and eating well and sleeping well and hydrating, just one little change at a time, you're going to start to love the person you're becoming, but you're going to love the person who you were. And just that dedication and all the little things that come along with it is just amazing. You see people, and as personal trainers, when you train in person with someone, you see that person week after week, day after day, and you see the struggles, and you get to watch how stress plays with their lives and how this plays with their lives, and you get to talk to them, and you get to love on them, and you get to just become a part of your lives. And it is such an honor and a privilege, and I absolutely adore what I do. And yeah, it's amazing to see how people in a year they change once they start that diet change and they realize the calories, or when they start to realize how they can incorporate a little bit of cardio with weights, or that they don't need to punish themselves with cardio after drinking or having that piece of cake. It is such an amazing thing to watch people just embrace this lifestyle of being healthy and being fit, and just, it is amazing. So that is just some random crazy stuff I've been thinking about. Maybe at some point I will be brave enough to do a live video and answer some questions from everybody, but that's just something that's been on my mind a lot, because it's been something that's been brought to my attention a lot just through social media, through my own clients and everything. So hopefully that helps, and you guys can realize what an amazing journey you're on. And just remember, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You can't spot reduce. It's going to be your calorie deficit. When you get that muscle's burning more calories, so you'll be burning more calories, and that's why you get to eat a little bit more. You got to adjust your calories, and just find joy in the process of learning to cook or learning to prepare meals or whatever it is you do, find joy in that process and make it something you enjoy and something you are going to sustain, because that is going to be the biggest thing, is finding ways that you can make it yours and take it yours. And just enjoy the journey. Yeah, I've got my kind of fit, kind of fat shirt on today too. Pizza. And enjoy your life. Get out there, work out, get out in the sunshine, go garden, whatever it is you enjoy, do it, and do it well, do it with love, do it with passion. And you will find how amazing your life truly can be just by switching your mindset. If you guys want a video on keeping a healthy mindset, or things I do throughout the week to kind of stay prepared on either food or just prepping for the week, or morning routines. I don't really have a morning routine. I am not a breakfast person, so I'm up for like an hour and a half before I eat, just how I am. But if you want a routine or ways that I make my life easier, with my kids, with family, how I meal prep, anything like that, leave it in the comment below so I know what type of things you guys are wanting to see. I love all this big old fitness community, and I hope you guys have a great day.